So, how much time do I have? Oh, God help me. Okay. You ready? Strap in. Hold on. Here we go. For some of you, this may be a novel idea. It's okay. It won't kill you. If you don't like it, leave it here when you leave. We'll take it back. We don't mind. The entire story presented in the Bible, from first to last, is your story. It is about the evolution of the spiritual consciousness within this human temple we call the body. All of the characters, all of the episodes, all of the events are all reflections of different places we find ourselves in our life, the different energies that happen within us, the judgments, the criticisms, the voices in our head. Every single bit of it. It's in that sense mythological and archetypical, which is why it's been so relevant to humanity for 4,500 years. God didn't evolve in the Bible. Our understanding of God evolved. Collectively as a human species and individually in the living of our own lives. And we have this whole plan of play of human conscious evolution, both for the individual and society as a whole, compressed in the last couple of weeks of Jesus' life. Last Sunday with the Transfiguration, Jesus on the mountaintop, in that moment of clarity, that numinous experience, the psychologists call it. Those aha moments where we get the perception that there's something greater than us. That there is an order, a power, a presence here. The feeling of holding a newborn infant. It's that feeling of awe and wonder and mystery. It's that feeling of seeing that sunset that takes your breath away. It's that moment of looking, honestly looking and seeing the ladybug, the daffodil, the rose. It is that moment of sweet surrender, of staring deeply into the eyes of someone that you really, unselfishly, unconscientiously love. And having those experiences, we awaken to something greater within us. And those voices of spiritual law, spiritual practice, Moses and Elijah in our head, take on new meaning. And the cultural significance of it, the shoulds and the have to, and the way it's been interpreted to us, falls away. And a new understanding of the evolution of who I am takes root. And it begins its journey into Jerusalem, that center of my consciousness, that center of who I really am. Not my personality, but the I of me. That center that encompasses the whole, that center that only a sliver of which is the personality, only a sliver of which is my thoughts and my feelings. That center of me that's greater than the sum of its parts. And an awareness dawns in me that there is meaning and there is purpose, that I am intended. The awe of the universe really gets to us. We finally perceive it. And instead of death becoming the big mystery, life becomes the big mystery. Life becomes the gift. And this awareness dawns on us. It enters that center of our being, which is Jesus entering Jerusalem. And there's a sense of joy and wonder and playfulness. There's a sense that all things are possible. There's a sense of meaning and purpose and hope. And there's dancing in the streets. And for a moment in time, we allow ourselves an expanded definition of what's possible and who and what we are. For a moment in time, the limits fall away. Holy Week shows us those moments in time are fleeting, for they don't last. When this awareness enters Jerusalem, the center of who and what we are, when the mystery, the majesty, the divinity of this life that I am really dawns in my consciousness, the joy of that, the celebration of that, quickly gives way to all of my beliefs that run counter to that. And I get challenged by all of my judgments of other people. And so all of a sudden I'm dragging young, naked, beaten women in front of this consciousness and saying, yeah, what about her? The law says, stone her. I walk into the temple. I walk into the outer religious observance. I look at how spirituality is practiced in my culture and how I've practiced it in my own life and in my own beliefs about who and what God is and how to find it and what is God's will anyway. And what does all this mean? And is there salvation? And what is all of this? And I just get really, really